Well, I was out hunting Irias when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Gino Mulera Kenpaija, Slimopo Duama? Runda di Hotonga kun Hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tota kum just miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mamule slimo podadara nanga kubis mule rabes. Jeda badawana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukasmak tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Muchashak pakat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun. Akupa che kopa. Gino mulera kenpaija. Kislimu podwama. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Ta kumjus miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kondo, Rickard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Nettic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusov was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right. So, what do you... You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Echanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Akupa Chekupa? Tong abom sha uminang wanga kumbis king balemurai. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kumbes ching balamule tunking ba nunotek. Akupa Chekupa? Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeda ba dawana ni di bobo. Tong nabung siya nununya. Tong batukas magtalea. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo po donar di hodonga kun kabe. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Tong abom sha uminang. Wanga kun bez king balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kabavolpa mulji gumana. Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Moge siya ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikin kuno ba mule rachikun. Slimo podo na rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunutak. Tugning chatukunne mulerabes. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbis ba mulera.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
Ta kunjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank waleo ganda naru chuchut. Mogesha punka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualea gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbis ba mulera.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Wonga kumbis dolpi kikuyana. Tong patugas maktelea.